Seems like every few months for the last 10 years I've been doing this story, but every time it's actually a story based on new data, based on the latest data. And once again, April of 2018, last month, was the 400th consecutive, kind of hard to say that, 400th consecutive month with above average temperatures. 400 months is, of course, more than 33 years. December of 1984 was the last time that the Earth had a cooler than average month. This probably is not going to shock many people in our audience, but climate scientists say that the cause of those 3 decades of warmer than average temperatures is climate change due to human activity on our planet, particularly the burning of fossil fuels. Yeah, it's not really surprising to most people in our audience. We now have, as a species, enough temperature data where we can do these rolling 30-year averages and really track whether a couple of warm winters are outliers or are they part of a trend. And the trend is very clear and it's not good. And Argentina, of all places, had the warmest April on record going back to the first time they tracked this in 1961, 57 years. One other note, because I know that I'm going to get emails about this. We're talking about global temperatures. There are climate skeptics that live in the US, and they are just feverishly pointing out that April was cooler than average in the United States. And that's true. I mean, here in Boston, it was basically still winter for most of April, 2.2 degrees below average temperature. But that actually is important for different reasons than the skeptics think it's important. Number one, what matters is global temperature. And number two, any serious climate change model accounts for more extreme temperatures. So worldwide, we had the 400th straight warmer than average month. In the US, we had the coldest April in 21 years, which is exactly in line with what the climate models say. Many high and low, record high and low temperatures, unusually warm and unusually cold weather. And we've talked about this before, but climate science deniers will often say, David, looking at 20 or 30 or even 100 years of temperatures, it's too short a time span to really tell us anything about the long-term temperature trends. But the truth is, we don't have just temperature data. We have, for example, carbon dioxide data, which we can look at much further back into history. There's currently more CO2 in the atmosphere than at any time in the last 800,000 years. And this is one of those meta issues in the political world. I've often talked about, if you care about education or you care about gay marriage, if you care about income inequality, there are these sort of meta issues that impact our ability as humans to deal with your issue, right? Campaign finance is a meta issue. Media ownership and net neutrality are meta issues. Our economic system at large is a meta issue. Free speech is a meta issue. We really need to add climate change to that, right? Because if we destroy our planet, if our focus becomes running away from the coasts, which are increasingly underwater and dealing with climate change, things like finance are going to stop mattering pretty quickly. If we make our planet uninhabitable for our children, media coverage of LGBT rights is sadly very quickly going to become irrelevant. So I think it's important to really think about what we're saying. Warmer than average temperatures dating back to December of '84. France and the then USSR were doing nuclear tests, and it was the Cold War when we had a colder than average month on our planet. I'm sort of at a loss, Pat, as to how to even communicate the gravity of the problem to people.
I feel like I want to chime in and say something here, but it's not even like it's news because this is just the new reality. I don't know what to say.
We do the story every 3 months. Last month was once again the such and such consecutive month of warmer than average temperatures. I was 9 months old the last time we had a colder than average month. Think about that, right? I was living in Argentina, 9 months old. I lived there 5 years. I moved to the United States. I went to elementary school. All this time, every single month, warmer than average temperature. I go to high school. I go to college. I start the David Pakman show. Every month, warmer than average temperature, warmer than average temperature. It keeps going. And then we get to May of 2018, where now I tell you, the streak continues uninterrupted. Last month was the 400th consecutive, 400th. Why do I struggle with that?
Got to work on that one.
400th consecutive warmer than average month of global temperature. If these were random results and not part of a trend, merely by chance alone, there should have been some cooler than average months at some point since I was 9 months old. And we're moving backwards on this issue under our current administration. Truly immoral. And I think Pat said it best. What else can we say? There's really nothing surprising here in this data. Send me your thoughts on Reddit. We have a subreddit at davidpakman.com/REDDIT. Quick break, back after this. Today's program is made possible in part by Warby Parker eyeglasses, which I now have 2 pairs of. Warby Parker offers a free 5-day in-home trial of their glasses. You try 5 pairs. You see which you like. I wear contact lenses on the show, but I often wear glasses at night and on weekends. And both of my pairs of Warby Parker glasses are great. I did the free at-home trial. I picked 5 frames that I liked on their website. They sent them to me. I picked the one I liked the most, sent them back, typed in my prescription online, and soon I got my finished glasses with my prescription in the mail. And I love this because when I'm at a glasses store trying on glasses, I can't really figure out if I like them because I feel the pressure of the salesperson's gaze on me. I want to show the glasses to other people. I need time to figure out which glasses I want to commit to. And the eyeglass industry is also controlled by a tiny number of companies, which keeps prices very high. I even know people who have spent over $300 for a pair of glasses. But with Warby Parker, theirs start at just $95. That's what mine cost. To try the 5 pairs and support the David Pakman Show, go to warbyparkertrial.com/TDPS.